9 out of 10 people live in a false positive mindset all through their life. Only 1 out of 10 question their thought and thrive in that process. Do you want to be part of that 1 out of 10? Then this video is meant for you. My friends, I have brought some groundbreaking ideas. In fact, 4 simple and very powerful ideas which will change your perspective about your mind forever, and you will be able to really master the voice inside your head. So do you want to know what those ideas are? Why are we waiting? Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome to my channel Goldmage. I'm Priya and I'm really excited to see you here one more time. Now, let me ask you this. Imagine there is a window. I want you to walk near that window and see outside. What do you see? Whatever you saw right now, the first thought or the first projection, I'm going to tell you that defines the quality of your life. Am I confusing and making things worse to you? Let's get this straight. The first idea that I want to share with all of you is, we don't see the world as it is. We see the world what our mind projects. We see the world through these projections. How do I explain this? Have you seen this movie Fight Club? Old movie, but then if you haven't watched and if you're interested in mind bending, you can watch it. See, the idea of Fight Club is there's actually no club. Everything is a projection of the protagonist. Every experience that he goes through is nothing but a projection from his mind. That is a real reality for all of us. Take your last 24 hours, all the conversations, arguments or experiences. It could be pleasing, it could be bitter, whatever it is. Just go through that experience. How much of that was truth? Complete truth. I can assure and tell you it was not so. There is no such thing called truth or reality that we extract in an experience. Every truth is distorted by the imagination of your mind. Now, to make this simple and interesting, let me give you an example. See, I started this YouTube channel 7 months ago. Precisely, it's 7 months. And I wanted to do a travel vlog channel. I wanted to travel a lot, okay? So my first video was my Finland vlog. I went to Finland and I'm not very good in handling the camera. But I had this idea to do vlog, okay? So I bought this DSLR camera. I went and I shot a lot of footages. Now when I say I shot, they were like of not great quality and I didn't know how to shoot as well. So 100, 200 videos all for 1-2 minutes. I had so much of this, one folder full of footages I brought back to India. My husband is little good in technical things, okay? So I asked him, why can't you collate all these footages and create a video out of it? Like, let's make it something very creative. And he just saw all those footages and he said, but there's no flow in this. I don't think I can build anything creative out of it. The moment he said that statement, I got super offended. I didn't process the words that he said as just a fact. I added my projections to it and I'll tell you what they are. See, generally inside my mind, the voice in my head, it sometimes tells me that you have to improve your creativity. You're not that creative, you know, you're not good enough, stuff like that. So when suddenly another person tells what you already had in your mind. So when my husband told me the thing that I had in my head, yeah, this is not good enough, I cannot make out, the prophecy matched, I couldn't take it. I was super offended. See, look back, every argument, every fight, every problem that you ever had in your life, someone said what you already feel about yourself in a different way and the prophecies match, you get offended. For example, you have an idea about yourself that I'm a little bit lazy. Someone else calls you lazy. You think, you get offended. Or you know that you lack discipline. Somebody figures that out and tells you on face, you can't take it, which means every single experience in the world, we don't just see it as it is, we see with our projected imagination, we see it how we are. When I say how we are or how you are, I'm saying about your mind, the voice inside your head. This is our first idea, that there's no truth, 100% truth in every experience. It's distorted by my projections. I want you to keep this. I'll help you to connect the dots towards the end of the video. The second idea, very powerful idea that I want to talk today is, why is there a greater inclination towards negativity? Now, see, all of us know that we have things to be grateful for. but it has to be forcefully taught to us. You go to a motivational class, you go to a training program today, or you listen to some philosopher, teacher. What do they say? Feel grateful about all the blessings that you have. That has to be taught. It's not natural, isn't it? See, all of us know that, yeah, I have a roof above my head. Yes, I have food in my plate. Yes, I'm like, my hands are moving. But generally, we are not grateful for all this. We are forcefully making this happen. But something that's missing in your life, some negativity, you don't even have to focus hard. You automatically, your entire focus goes there. Now, why are we having a magnifying glass and properly analyzing all the negativities in our life? Whereas, why is it so hard for us to feel something positive? I'll tell you this. Because we define the quality of our life based on our misery and suffering. When I say we, the entire humanity, the humankind, the human beings, the species as such, defines their life through misery and suffering. You know why? Because, see, your mind is like a mechanism to fix things. It's like a problem solver. See, imagine it that it's a mechanic. Now, a mechanic can only see flaws, isn't it? So that he can fix the flaw. Similarly, the voice inside your head is pointing out to all the negative things because it knows that needs attention and that needs to be fixed. If I have to precisely speak about this, let me give you the third idea, which is the functional rule of this entire world. And the rule is, nobody cares how something works as long as it works. Let me repeat that for you. Nobody in this world cares how something works as long as it works. This applies to every aspect of your life, be it in your relationship, your health, your wealth, whatever. Let me give you a very, very simple analogy to understand this. See, 2 days back, the motor pump in my house, it got repaired. 7 years, the motor pump was functioning properly. But I was not grateful for that motor pump. Oh God, you're so nice. You're filling the water in my tank. I never felt grateful. So what? I just go in the morning, switch on the motor. Then it puts the water in my tank. I'm so happy. But 2 days before it stopped functioning, that's the first time I paid attention to that water pump. Of course, we brought a mechanic, fixed it, and now again it functions. Have you seen, if you got to pay attention to something, there has to be something wrong in it. As long as things flow smoothly, we don't give the necessary attention to it. Imagine a relationship. Everything flows smoothly. You don't pay much attention. But when something is wrong, when your spouse gives you a divorce paper, or he or she speaks about, I want to break up with you, you suddenly start paying attention. Why? Because you know, oh God, you messed up, you screwed. When do we ask this phrase, what's wrong with you? We ask it only when there is something wrong, which means only when something is wrong we pay attention. So I gave you 3 ideas. Let me recap it before I tell you the 4th groundbreaking idea. The first idea is, we don't see the world as it is. We see it as we are. When I say we are, your mind, the voice inside your head, how it wants to project it, you just see that reality. You don't see the actual reality at all. Even if you try, even with enlightenment, of course, I don't know whether I'm an enlightened being, neither you are, I don't know that. But even if we get enlightenment, it's not that easy. At all point in time, you just see a projected truth. That's idea number 1. Idea number 2, our mind breeds on misery and suffering. So your soul, spirit, mind, everything breeds on suffering and misery. So you may have so many things good in your life, you don't pay attention. But whatever is the suffering or misery, you pay attention because your mind is a mechanism which is there like to fix things. So it focuses only on, it puts a magnifying glass and looks what's wrong in your life so that it can pay attention there and fix it. Just look at it. This is idea number 2. Number 3. Why is that so? Because nobody in this world cares as long as something works. This leads to our 4th groundbreaking and simple but very powerful idea. There is always a way out. Now, this might look like some faith verse from Bible, or like in faith meetings, like people pray and then they say, when God shuts one door, he opens another, everything, this too shall pass, there is a way out. It's not a philosophical statement. I'm saying This is the thumb rule and design of your mind. Now, we are trying to understand our mind. Let's look at it. Look at this very sentence that I said just now. There is always a way out. What do I mean by that? There is always a way out means I'm already stuck. Only when you're stuck, you'll find out a way. If you're not stuck, imagine a life that's completely relaxed, fine, everything is smooth flowing, there's no problem, there's nothing to find a way on, no new inventions will happen unless there is a necessity. You will never find way out unless you need to. The need arises when you are stuck. The need arises when something goes wrong. The need arises when you are in trouble. When you are in trouble, you will fix it. When there is an obstacle, you will overcome it. When there is a suffering, you will just find out a way to fix it. Are you getting this, my friend? Right now, let's imagine you are anxious, you're depressed, you're going through a sensitive emotional pain, your health is not okay. So far you were not grateful for your health because that's how we are intended to be. As long as everything goes smooth, we don't care. It should be a practiced habit. Your gratitude, your journal writing, your praying, everything and saying, oh God, everything is nice in my life. Positive vibes, it has to be instilled forcefully. Negativity, it breathes on its own because the very design is that way. And because there is negativity in your life, you find a way to positivity. If there is no negativity, there is no growth. If there is no anxiety, there is no way for you to become calm. When you're anxious and then when you become calm, you relish it. Are you able to grasp this idea, my friends? So whatever you're going through right now, with regards to your mind, the voice in your head, just pay a little attention. Let me finish this video with this one groundbreaking example. All those people who have won the voice of their head or not those who accepted it like that. See, let's imagine your mind says, oh, but you're not good enough. Or maybe your mind says this relationship is going to be, it's not going anywhere. Your life, it sucks. Whatever is that chatter that's happening, that 1% of people generally question that thought. They pay a little bit of attention. Okay, why did you say this to me? Why did just now I got this thought? They pay a little attention, they find out what's wrong, and then they move their life in a direction to fix it. That's why they come under 1%. The rest of the 9, they let their thoughts at loose. Whatever you say, I accept you, master. You become the slave to your mind. Whereas the moment you start questioning your mind, you become the master of your mind. When I say mind mastery, I'm not talking about full day meditation. I'm just talking about, just take last 1 year, what is the biggest crisis that you're focusing on in your life, and what are the thoughts that are coming in your head? Your voice in your head is speaking all that negative things only to alert you and tell you that give attention there and fix that problem. The moment you fix that problem, a new problem will come. Look at your own life. If I have to speak from my life, I've lived some 37 years in this world. 2015, I had some problem. I fixed it. I moved on. Then I have a new problem today. 2008, I had some other problem. 1996, Your life is nothing but a temporary assignment of problems. You keep fixing a problem, a new one will come. And as long as you fix problems, as long as you have negativity, you will thrive for positivity. If there is no negativity, if there is no problem, if there is no suffering, you are not living. So the idea that I want to keep in your mind right now is, whatever you are going through right now, my friend, it could be a financial instability, a relationship instability, a health instability, whatever is questioning you, understand this, it's just a temporary assignment. There is a way out. Because you're stuck, you will find a way out. If you think, oh Priya, I'm super stuck, there's no way out, my friend, you're not looking hard enough. Look hard enough, because always there is a way out. With this idea, I want to stop this video and I'll continue in the next week in our mental stability. But I hope this gives you some perspective about your mind. I want you to just walk through these ideas in your head and have a little observation about the voice inside your head. Question it. Why you said this? Why you want me to pay attention there? What is the problem you want me to fix? And become that fixing mechanism so that you can move towards the positive vibes. Your life is always about being stuck and finding a way out and move towards a positive vibe. I hope you get this right and you like the content in this video. If you really like this idea, give me a thumbs up. Share it to someone if you think it's useful. And do share your comments. What do you feel about this video? And I'll see you soon in another video. Until then, take good care of yourself.